In East Africa, the rainy season lasts only a few short weeks, and when the final drops fall, the sun quickly returns. Day after day, the land dries. Grass fades from green to yellow. Rivers shrink. Lakes disappear. By the end of the long dry season, the earth begins to resemble the surface of a harsh and distant planet. Yet somehow, thousands of animals still survive here. But how do they endure such extreme conditions? As the dry season spreads across the savanna, food becomes scarce. Grasslands wither. For herbivores, the struggle begins almost immediately. But water is an even bigger problem. Small ponds evaporate. Streams dry up. For animals living on land, reaching water can become a dangerous journey. And for animals that live in water, the drying rivers are a disaster. Hidden beneath the mud lies a creature that has survived for over 300 million years. The African lungfish. This remarkable fish has evolved a unique survival strategy. It can breathe underwater like a fish, but it can also breathe air like a land animal. When the last petals begin to dry, the lungfish buries itself deep into the mud. There, it forms a protective cocoon. The lungfish can remain in this suspended state for months, even years, waiting patiently for the return of rain. Dry grasslands ignite easily. Lightning strikes, or sometimes human activity, can start massive fires. For large animals, escape is possible. They simply run. But smaller creatures are not always so lucky. Many perish in the flames. Yet for some animals, fire creates opportunity. Baboons capture insects fleeing the flames. Secretary birds hunt snakes escaping the heat. Beneath the cracked ground, life waits silently. Frogs, toads, and lungfish sleep inside moist cocoons. Their hearts barely beat. Breathing almost stops. Blood pressure drops. Even their kidneys shut down. They remain suspended between life and death, waiting for the sky to change. During the dry season, one group of animals thrives, the vultures. With food scarce, many animals grow weak and die, and vultures are always watching from above. They're incredible. Eyesight allows them to locate carcasses from kilometers away. One bird has evolved a remarkable parenting strategy. The sand grouse. These birds choose the harsh dry season to lay their eggs, but raising chicks in such heat presents a problem. Water. Male sand grouse solve this problem in an incredible way. Their belly feathers act like a natural sponge. They soak up water from distant pools, then fly back across kilometers of desert. When the chicks press their beaks into their father's feathers, they drink the water he carried home. A rare example of fatherhood. Some animals survive without visiting rivers at all. Antelopes dig into the ground to find water-rich roots and tubers. For elephants, water is essential, and during the dry season, finding it becomes a long journey. Slowly, water seeps upward. Soon other animals arrive. Antelope, zebras, even rhinos. The elephant's discovery becomes a lifeline, but sometimes the dry season becomes something worse, a drought. Once every decade or so, rainfall fails completely. Lakes shrink into muddy traps. Hippos crowd into the last remaining pools. Fish suffocate as the water disappears. Then one day, the sky changes. At first, the rain falls gently. Drops touch the cracked earth like whispers. But soon storms arrive. Thunder echoes across the savanna, and life awakens. The long wait is finally over. Frogs emerge from their long sleep. Their calls fill the night air. Every creature rushes to reproduce. For ancient lungfish, it means returning to the water. The African wilderness is built on cycles: rain and drought, life and death, survival and renewal. Because in East Africa, the rain only lasts a few weeks, and soon enough, the sun will return, and Another dry season will begin.